The price of loyalty. In the heart of Lagos, where tall buildings rise beside broken dreams, lived a young woman named Aisha Bello. She was poor, not because she was lazy, but because life never gave her a fair beginning. Aisha lost her parents early and survived by doing cleaning jobs, washing offices at night, and selling sachet water during the day. Every naira she earned mattered. Hunger was a familiar visitor, but shame never lived in her heart. Aisha worked as a night cleaner in one of the biggest companies in Nigeria, a powerful conglomerate owned by Kingsley Okafor, a respected business mogul known across Africa. Kingsley was rich, disciplined, and feared in the business world, but unknown to many, he trusted people too easily, especially those he loved. Every night as Aisha cleaned the shiny floors and empty offices, she observed quietly. Poor people learn early how to watch without being noticed. She noticed how executives spoke when they thought no one was listening. She noticed how files disappeared. She noticed the tension that slowly entered the building. The closest person to Kingsley was his childhood friend, Daniel Okafor. They grew up together in the same poor neighborhood, struggled together, and built the company side by side. Kingsley trusted Daniel with everything: the business accounts, the foreign deals, the company future. What Kingsley didn't know was that greed had entered Daniel's heart. Daniel was secretly working with Kingsley's girlfriend, Vivian Cross. Vivian was beautiful, elegant, and ambitious. She loved luxury, not loyalty. To her, love was security, and security meant money. Daniel promised her a future where they would own the company together once Kingsley was pushed out quietly. One night, while cleaning near the executive offices, Aisha overheard a phone conversation that changed her life forever. Daniel was whispering angrily, talking about fake contracts, foreign investors, and how Kingsley would lose control of the company within weeks. Aisha stood frozen, mop in her hand, heart pounding. She wanted to walk away, but something inside her refused. From that night on, Aisha paid attention. She saw Daniel entering restricted offices late at night. She saw Vivian accessing confidential documents she had no right to see. One midnight, Aisha witnessed Daniel copying sensitive company files and sending them out. Her hands shook as she secretly recorded part of the conversation on her old phone, knowing fully well that what she was doing could cost her life. Aisha struggled with fear. She was poor. She had no power. Who would believe a cleaner over a billionaire's best friend and girlfriend? Many nights she cried alone in her small room, asking herself why life placed such heavy truth on weak shoulders. Eventually, Aisha gathered courage and tried to warn the security supervisor, her uncle. Instead of help, she received fear. He begged her to forget what she saw, reminding her that rich people don't fight fair. But Aisha couldn't sleep anymore. Her conscience wouldn't let her. Before she could reach Kingsley, the trap was set. Vivian accused Aisha of stealing office items. Without investigation, Aisha was humiliated, dragged out of the building and fired publicly. Her name was destroyed in one night. To the world, she became just another poor thief. Broken and hopeless, Aisha returned to her tiny room in the slums. She replayed the recording over and over, crying. She had lost her job, her dignity, and her only source of income. But what hurt most was knowing that an innocent man was about to lose everything he built. Days later, Kingsley prepared for the biggest deal of his life, a foreign investment conference that would determine the future of his company. Daniel planned to finalize the betrayal that day. Against all odds, Aisha made a choice. She sold her only valuable possession, her small phone charger and radio, to transport herself to the conference venue. Standing outside, security tried to stop her, but desperation gave her strength. When Aisha finally stood before Kingsley and the investors, her voice shook, but her truth was firm. She told her story. She played the recording. Silence filled the hall. Daniel panicked. Vivian collapsed emotionally. Lies fell apart in seconds. Kingsley listened in disbelief as his world shattered. The people he loved most were the ones trying to destroy him. Daniel was arrested. Vivian was exposed and abandoned by everyone she trusted. After the chaos, Kingsley searched for Aisha, not as a boss, but as a man humbled by truth. He asked her why she didn't sell the information or run away. Aisha answered with tears in her eyes. She said some people may be poor in money, but rich in conscience, and that sometimes God uses the weakest hands to protect the biggest things. Kingsley offered Aisha a new beginning, a real job, education, dignity, but more importantly, respect. And so the poor girl who cleaned floors at night became the woman who saved an empire. Because in a world ruled by greed, loyalty still has a voice, even if it comes from the shadows.